Okay, you're having the same problem I am, where you try to pop your bonnet and only one side comes up or neither comes up. There is a way to get in there. It's quite simply in behind your light here. If you undo these two screws, that comes out. In behind there's two screws in there. There's one down here. That pulls this whole cover off. Once you're inside there, you'll have the light set up like this. It's actually inside, obviously inside there. That's screwed in here. Alright, you just undo the screws around the outside of it. One here, one down the bottom, one down the bottom. That pulls that bit out. And then you'll have a screw up top here, and a screw here, and a spring here. And that'll undo that. Then you'll be... Oh, I got interrupted by a phone call. Here's the second part. Now once you've got the light out, you can see here, there's one bolt there. And then up in here, under here, there's another bolt diagonally which you can get to with the shifter. These two bolts will actually undo the bracket behind and allow you to free it up to get it out. Now that I've pulled them two bolts out, they look like that. I don't know if you can see this properly. One was up in this angle, up here, and one was in this little hole here. Right, now by rights, if this has worked properly, I should be able to just pull this bonnet up. Voila! Now you can see it comes up with the whole spring bracket and everything. Easy as that. Now once I've got all this, now I'm going to pull all that out, and all that out, and free it all up so it works properly. You should do this every couple of months just so that you know your bonnet won't jam on you. Okay, one thing I forgot to mention, when you're pulling it apart, these screws here, this one here, and I don't know if you can see it, this one here, make sure you mark them, how far out they were, so that you can get them back into the same place so your light's in the right spot, because they're the actual adjustments for where the angle and the height of the light sits. Okay, you've got a screw here, a screw here, a screw here, and a screw here. That takes this surround off, which pops the light out so you can unplug it all before you pull the backing plate out from those two bolts and the spring underneath. I took the indicator out too because I dropped one of these screws and it fell behind the indicator, so I just pulled it out the way to start with. Right, I'll put the indicator and that back in and I'll show you where the other two screws were that go along here. Okay, once you've taken the indicator out, like I said at the start, the screws that you need to undo that I was trying to point out that I haven't done yet, there's one just here, one just there, one just there in that groove, and there's one up in the top corner light here. And they'll pull all that plastic surround off. It looks like mine's broken. There probably used to be another screw down here by the looks. Now you don't have to take the grill out. I took it out because I'm installing a CB radio and I need to run wires back there. Now to get your bonnet working properly again, undo that screw, pull this out. If this doesn't work properly just by jamming a screwdriver in there and flicking this little lever across here to open it back up easily, give it a good spray or a bit of WD-40 and throw a bit of grease in there if you have to lube it up. If that don't work, replace the latch. Do the same on the other side. Now in the middle here, this is usually where you'll find your problems. Where are we? Just here. Now mine's pot riveted in, so it's never been played with before. So drill your pot rivets out and drop this mounting, let your cable go. Once this mounting comes down, just hit it with the wire brush and free the bugger up so that she moves nicely. See, mine's really stiff. That's why when I pull the cable, all it's doing is starting to do is stretch the cable on me because it's that stiff. But if you have a look here, see, that all works fine now when I can get it this bit to move. Right, now I've put everything back together, pulled it all apart, greased everything up, wire brushed the heck out of this thing here, re-pot riveted it back in, She's nice and free now. It works quite easily. I jammed a heap of gearbox oil from my remote control car in there, but you could use any oil or grease, whatever. Right, here comes the test to see if she works. Right, closes nicely. Right, let's pull the cable. Oh, that beautiful. Works like new. Everything returns back to where it's supposed to be. Works well.